Morning, guys. It is like 9:30 and it's super hot. But the good news is I'll be in the ocean. Be like 6 degrees cooler. So today I'm gonna go to another dive site called District 2. I don't know if it has another name. If it does, I'll put it on the map, but I'm hoping to find some gobies and shrimp. That's what I want to film today. The little symbiotic relationship between gobies and shrimp. I might just leave the GoPro if I find some. I even brought a smaller tripod. Actually, I couldn't find my flat tripod that goes flat to the ground, so I'm gonna try this one if I find them, because it'll go a lot flatter to the ground so that I can film those guys. But the problem is, I don't know if it's gonna be good footage without light, because I don't have where the goby and shrimp are. It's pretty deep, so there's not going to be any ambient light, so I'm not sure how it might be a waste of time. But while that's filming, I could go find octopus. Just kidding, I'm not going to find any octopus, but either way I'll be going around filming something else with my other camera while that happens. Who knows, probably after all that we won't even find a goby and shrimp. Let's just go dive.
Critter hunter.
Bye. If I'm not back in an hour, just wait longer. If I'm not back in 3 hours, get remarried. Actually, wait 3 years for marrying. I might be back. So as you can see, for this dive, I am going down the coast to a little dive site called Cars, or District 2. And first things first, we gotta get that mandatory selfie out of the way to show how cool I am. And if we fast forward it, searching, where are the critters? Oh, you'll see right when I find my first critter. And what is it? Sand. Just kidding. It's a snake eel. This guy has either had way too much coffee or he has a lot to tell me. I don't know. But either way, he's pretty hilarious to look at. These guys have a really sharp tail and they just like to bury themselves in the sand and just back down in there. And they can be hard to film. So I had to just leave the camera there filming him and back off a bit so that he would come back out of the sand. Oh, he's gone. Look closely, look closely. He pops up right here, out of the frame. And I had no idea, you know, I had to go off and film other stuff. And my camera ran for like 7 more minutes filming sand. Alright, let's leave the snake eel and drop down into the abyss. The snake eel was probably only 4 or 5 meters. And then there's a quick drop off down to 20 and beyond. There's a little puffer. Get out of the way. Down around 25 meters, there's a whole bunch of artificial reef made out of tires and even a frame of a car. That's probably why it's called Cars Dive Site. And here I am trying to film these little eel catfish, which everybody likes to remind me are toxic if you get stabbed by one. That'd be the way to go, killed by a tiny eel catfish. Embarrassing. Down pretty deep at around 27 meters, I found my little buddy Xeno crab. on his favorite little whip coral. He's just hanging out where he always is. I filmed this exact same guy in the same exact spot a few times actually. Slithering around on this sponge, I found this little dragon looking nudie. And maybe you guys can let me know, because I can't be bothered opening a book. But is this actually a sea slug or is it a nudie? I don't see those naked gills, so this might just be a sea slug of some kind. You guys can let me know. But it's kind of cool either way. Then I got a close-up shot of this little sea squirt thing. I've actually seen nudibranch sit there and eat these guys. Another bad way to go. Eaten by a nudibranch. I finally found a blinny to fill up. Never mind, he's gone. I'm always amazed at how many different varieties of anemone are all over these dive sites in Darwin. Here's another one. Maybe it's called a rosebud anemone. You guys let me know. This isn't an anemone, it's a bubble coral, and this is a bubble coral shrimp. And I've always said he's got the softest bed in the whole sea. I mean, look at him. I'm pretty jealous. He just gets to jump around on giant cushions all day and catch food out of the air. Sounds like a good life to me. I have no idea what this clip is about. My guide kept calling me over and pointing at something really tiny right here, and I couldn't see anything. So just to be nice, I turned on the camera and pointed it down. So do you guys see anything? I don't. Here's a close-up of a blue and orange hard coral. I think it was a brain coral actually. Looks like somebody threw a bunch of frisbees in the mud. I really like this dive site. There's a lot of stuff to see, and that was an amazing dive. But to be honest, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go review the footage. I'm not sure that snake eel was able to focus or anything like that. He just kept going down in his hole every time I tried to film him. So I'm not sure I got enough footage for a whole episode. I'm gonna have to go check out the footage and decide. Or you know what? I love the spot. I might just jump in and do another dive and get more footage for you guys. So let's get out of here. Man, this place is so beautiful. Even if I wasn't filming awesome critters all day, this is just an amazing place to hang out. You gotta love Philippines. First dive is done. That's pretty awesome, but I gotta say the pandemic's been hell on the whole world, man. Every little aspect. I mean, even me, I started a scuba diving channel and then was promptly not able to dive for 5 months. We're in lockdown the first 5 months of my scuba channel. So, and then it just goes down to all the dive resorts and businesses went out of, you know, they had to close. They had to, like Liquid Dumaguete, they had to lay off 50 people. So all the resorts are like that. So now nobody can make a living, nobody can even eat. So they have all these fishermen just trying to survive, you know, can't even blame them. But on this first dive, there's just all these loose nets that got caught up and killed all the reef on ones that I went to last week that had reef. So it's really sad, but you can't blame anyone, because like earlier I didn't film it, but the whole village came out to pull in a net and everybody ate. So I mean, how do you tell people not to eat, you know? There's no jobs or nothing. So when I was when I was still in the water, my wife went up to one of the fishermen and bought what, 3 kilos of fish for nothing, and then they're barbecuing it over here. We're gonna feed, like, everybody's gonna eat, huh? There's like 15 people eating with us. So we bought the fish from them and they're barbecuing it, and they made a huge pot of rice. So they only charged us for 2 little fish, but they cooked like 10 of them and fed everybody. So we're just sitting there eating with all these local dudes, and some granny made a huge pot of rice, and the sauce, you know, the sauce they make with fish, like soy sauce with vinegar and lemon and tomatoes and onions. It's really good. So anyways, yeah, we bought it straight off the boat, like still kicking these fish, so super fresh. But yeah, it was pretty cool seeing the whole community come out and drag these nets, trying to catch fish together. So we're in between dives. We're gonna go eat the fish, and then we'll go diving again. Let's go. The chef.
Yeah, I'm from Darwin with Love.
What's
Yeah.
your name again?
Kidab.
Kebab?
Kidab.
Kitab?
Delpino.
Watch tomorrow.
What's the English for this? Ask him. He knows it.
What's that fish?
Skipjack tuna. Yeah, that's skipjack tuna.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Section 11.
Oh, what po di ka balo siya?
Grade 1, section 11.
He said that you don't know what's the English of that.
Skipjack.
Skipjack tuna.
Is that your favorite rice?
Oh, that's Pakloy.
Huh?
Pakloy, 16 years old.
Oh, where's the girlfriend? The sauce is awesome, huh?
The sauce is lami.
Lame?
Lami.
Dami.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Oh, yummy. Well, as you can see, I'm back in the ocean. Normally, I try to do one dive per episode. Saves me a ton of money. But I'm not sure. I couldn't really review the footage from the first episode. But I'm not really sure. I couldn't review the footage from the first dive. Like, I wasn't so sure that snake eel was focused or anything. So I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go do another dive. I'll do 2 dives for this episode, and you know, it'll be better. I'll get a lot more critters. So let's get back in the water, and it's gonna be a cool little experiment to show you guys that even when I dive the same exact dive site an hour apart, I'm gonna see totally different stuff. I probably won't even see any of the same critters that I saw in the first dive. So I'm gonna get back out there. Let's get it. Dive number 2. Let's see what else I can get. Mandatory selfie shot to show how cool I am. So here's the car frames. I guess these used to be like multi-cabs or something, and they rusted down to nothing. And I'm just pointing at all these different spots where they're just little nook and crannies where you can find all these amazing little critters. Like this candy crab. He was too well hidden, so I didn't get much footage, but he's still pretty awesome. And he's got an awesome hat. And then a real nudie. Again, I'm not going to be bothered going and searching through 2,000 photos of different nudibranch species just to tell you exactly what species this is, because 99.999% of you guys don't really give a shit. You just want some cool footage, so it's going to save me a little work, right? This guy was pretty awesome, just hanging out. Pretty perfect size for the lens I had on. Of course, he was hiding behind this stupid whip coral, and I had to wait for him to slither into a better spot. But he did, and I followed him for quite a while, although he was at like 24 meters, so I didn't have a lot of time. I always wondered how these soft little nudies would react when they crawl up onto a stinging hydroid like that one. I guess it doesn't bother him like it bothers me. I hate those things. And then, right at the end of the dive, I found this cuttlefish. Hey, little buddy. Where's your girlfriend? There she is. So one of my YouTube members, they've been blowing up my chat telling me that they want me to film a flamboyant cuttlefish. And, well, I think this is close enough, right? It might not be a flamboyant, but it's still kind of cute. So, Steve Mitchell, I know this isn't the flamboyant cuttlefish you've been looking for, but considering how cute it is, I think you can forgive me. Maybe if it was a little more fabulous, we could call it flamboyant, but this will have to do for today. Hope you're happy. Alright, I'll keep looking for the flamboyant, but still, these guys are cute. They like to stick together, looking all funny. I think they're Broad Club cuttlefish. I'm not really sure. They keep changing their texture and how they look and everything, so I can't even tell what kind of cuttlefish they are. And again, this video takes like a whole day to edit, so I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of scientific research to figure out names when you guys probably don't care. So, let's just call it a cute little cuddle. I love how these guys can just change color and even texture and blend in with anything. They think they're hiding, but they're not. These guys were probably the size of a large marble, and I had to stack some macro lenses to capture them, but they were pretty cool once I could see them. And then the tiniest little lionfish ever swam by. I guess he was sharing the same little hideout. And that's all the critters I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and while you're at it, the bell notification so you never miss a critter episode. Alright, let's check out some of the comments from the last episode. The first one says, keep your eye out for that elusive blue ring octopus. Philly in the Philippines, I think he's in on the joke. He knows I've been searching for an octopus and can't find one. Ugh. Stupid octopuses. The next one says, coolest doghouse ever. And beautiful nudie. Yeah, those dogs had a tree house. What the hell? They have a nicer house than half the huts in Darwin. So if you guys want a chance for me to read your comment, all you have to do is leave a comment here below. If you like this video, you'll probably like either of these two, so click one and enjoy. See you guys on the next one.